What really makes the new year different from the last one? Does anything actually change just because the clock hits midnight? Maybe it does, but mostly because we decide it does, because we believe it does. I think what matters more than jumping straight into big goals is taking the time to slow down and look back, to sit with what happened this past year, the good moments, the hard ones, the things you're proud of and the things that didn't go the way you hoped. All of it mattered, and all of it taught you something, even if it didn't feel like it at the time. So yes, make plans if that feels right, set goals, try new habits, imagine what you want next. Just don't rush past the part where you recognize the life you've already been building, day by day, often without realizing it. Hello and welcome back to a new video on my channel. Today we're gonna reflect on the past year, set goals for the next year and also create a vision board for 2026. The first thing I did this year was reflecting on the past year. A big part of my past year was my Erasmus semester because I was in Spain from January to the end of May, so almost half of the year. And second half of the year I was back in Vienna, back in my studies. I was in the 5th semester of my bachelor studies. And the thing I struggled most with throughout my study years was that I'm a perfectionist and I want to do everything perfectly, and it costs so much energy, and I didn't want to take this into this semester. So at the start of the semester I chose 2 subjects that are really hard and 2 subjects that I really enjoy, and I only can put my perfectionist effort into those 4 subjects. And it kind of worked. I noticed that my brain really wanted to put in the effort and was scared of exams, scared of everything, but I noticed after every exam that I did well. I noticed that I actually know how to do stuff and I can trust myself. And there was also this one situation where we had a group project, and usually in a group project I tend to take on the lead and tend to organize everything. But this time I tried to step back a little bit and let the others organize everything. And I was really scared because I thought that they didn't submit anything and that we get 0 points. But I noticed that I could trust other people and it actually worked out really good. I noticed that in the last year I put a lot of energy into things where it wasn't actually necessary. So this is where I want to, in 2026, I want to loosen up there a bit and really believe in myself and trust myself that I can handle those situations and don't overthink it weeks before. So starting this year, I sat down and thought about what do I want to feel like this year. And a big part where I say I want to be more active is the area of health, physical health and also mental health. And I want to be more active, like physically active, and also eat more healthy food. And on the mental health side, I just want to be kind to myself, and I also want to get rid of the perfectionism. And some things I did there was, like some goals I set for myself was journaling, meditating, doing like one activity once a week, like one physical activity once a week. Also pursuing more my hobbies like painting or skateboarding. And yes, that were like my goals for the next year. So I did go also on Pinterest and made like a vision board. When I saw these pictures, this is what I want to feel like. And I did this, and then I looked at my Pinterest board and I noticed that a lot of things included nature. So this is something I really want to do this year because it makes me feel really good. And we have to get rid of something in 2025 to like open our arms and welcome new things into the new year. Something that I want to get rid of are, like, number one, the perfectionist mindset, and number two, the negative thoughts. Because I know that both of those things don't lead me where I want to go in life. Because the perfectionist mind only drives me like to this never-ending goal of feeling completely perfect, but that end goal doesn't really exist in real life. So I'm driving and driving, but I like never reach the end goal and only be dissatisfied. So instead of this, I want to let go of the perfectionism and live more in the moment and appreciate what I have and be more grateful.
So now we look at my vision board for 2026. The first thing I did was put just pictures I found on my Pinterest that resonated with the life I wanted to live in 2026 onto this board. That included movement, camping, playing games, journaling, being in the nature, thrifting. And then I put some keywords like movement, self-love, journaling, confidence, and nature, because those were like my themes that I wanted to pursue this year.
So now I have set those goals and also created the vision board. The next thing I did was setting up like a weekly plan. I've done this in the past where I structure like the whole week from Monday to Sunday and write down everything that is happening this week so I don't forget anything. But what I did this time, I included like a new day, but not like a day, like a new column. And I put those things from my vision board onto this list so I can check them off every time I did this, because those are all the stuff I want to do every week. So I can actually achieve them, because if they like set on like a 2026 plan list, I never actually look at that. And on my weekly planning schedule, I look at almost every day. This is kind of my way to not forget those things and like take a pause and don't just look at the schedule, what events are happening, how is my school, but also include some stuff like journaling, hobbies, time with friends, stuff like that. Make sure to write down in the comments below what are your New Year's resolutions. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and we'll see each other soon. Bye!